It's week 1 of the National Football League, where we'll see a couple of teams who joined the league in 1950. It's the 49ers and the Browns, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
The 49ers ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. Looking to throw right away. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a 6-0 lead right away. Almost feel bad for those fans who went to get food before finding their seats here, Brock. While they're waiting in line, got a touchdown on the first play from scrimmage.
And I got a sense a few of them were scooting towards the tunnel to see what the roar was all about.
Yep.
Just like this guy scooted for the explosive touchdown.
The 49ers and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
The field opened up, and he simply takes off. This is a reason that even the quarterbacks are timed in the 40-yard dash at the combine, because the elite, well, they can make a big chunk run just like that.
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Back to pass on 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a 13-0 lead. Not even 2 minutes in, Brock, and they've already got 2 touchdowns up on that scoreboard.
Okay, even by the standard the elite offense set every season, this is some incredibly fast-paced scoring to begin a game. They got off the bus ready to roll full speed from the start.
The 49ers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. To throw it on 1st down. He's going to keep it this time. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The 49ers blowing them out in this opening quarter. Oh, baby! He got loose, and after a few steps, there was nothing they could do to stop him. That, Brock, is the definition of a home run play.
You know, and when you go to draft, sign, or trade for a skill guy, you want him to have that kind of threat, that kind of breakaway speed. You don't always have to be a 4-3 guy on the track. You just have to be a guy that once you get in that open field there.
The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Headed out right. Now he'll fire it deep. He's headed back towards the center of the field.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll throw it. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. Spins out of 1 stop. Touchdown, San Francisco! four-score game as they lead by 24. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You could just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. There has been nothing that can stop them, so we got to assume this drive, Brock, likely going to end in a touchdown as well. They'll throw on first. On the move, headed right. On the right. That's complete inside the 35. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Throwing from the gun here. He takes it himself. And they take this in for the score. The 49ers can make it a four-score game as they lead by 24. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him. Had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And this game has really been a great audition for him, Brock, to show off how well he can do as a runner. I think we could argue that his work there has actually been his early calling card in this one so far. Throwing it to start this drive. Connection made with his back deep downfield. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
It began at the 30 and has now jumped to 1st and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. He rolls to his right. He can run it. The 49ers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The 49ers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it to.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Throwing now on 1st down. Now here he goes. Brushes him off with ease. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. I'm just taking a guess here, Brock, that they were so concerned with his passing prowess that they forgot this dude can deal quite a bit of damage with his legs, too.
Yeah, this is where offenses in the NFL are blurring with the college game. They want guys running the show who can light it up through the air, but just as often torch you on the ground, with numbers normally reserved for running backs.
And he's up across 200 yards now in this opening half. That's beyond simply a good start for him. This is the type of game where he's been taking the lead on carrying his offense forward however he can. That brings us to our first halftime of the new season. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate.
Gonna have... First and 10, looking to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers push their lead further to start the half. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
From midfield now. He's on the move. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And it sets up second down. They're throwing it. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Throwing on the run, deep down that, brought in inside the 20. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock, and hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He tucks it and takes up. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The 49ers put up even more points in a win. And he's done it so many times before in just this game, Brock. There he is again in the end zone leading that celebration.
I think they're running out of ways to celebrate.
I think so, too.
Right? They work on these things. They love these celebrations, but my gosh, he's made a habit of visiting the end zone, and it's his effort, it's his want to, it's his will that has carried this offense forward for much of the game.
To throw here on first down. That one's cut along the left sideline. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The 49ers continue piling it on here in the fourth. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow, and he is dicing them.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Brought in close to the 8. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign.